Look at that. That is stunning. This is what Phenom should have been. Boom. Chiseled. Angles. Edges. You know what I mean? But, oh. Yes, the bronzer queen is back. I am back to reclaim my crown. Not that I lost it in the first place, but if I did, I'm reclaiming it. Hello my doves, welcome to Afrodite by Olympia. Today's video is a bronzer for deep skin review. I have 3 of the deepest shades from the Morphe Glamabronze Bronzers. I have the shades Leader, Supreme and Prodigy. We are also going to do some comparisons. I will show you some dupes. I'll also explain what brushes I like to use to bronze with. And I'm going to demo these 3 shades on this face. So if you're interested in any of those things, I suggest you keep watching.
From the top, drop that, yeah, feel the funk, y'all, yeah, and lay back in the cut. What's up, what's up?
Hello my doves, welcome back to Afrodite by Olympia. Are you ready for this video? You guys, I have a killer video for you guys today. It's going to literally change your life. Like, it changed my life. Okay, it's a bit dramatic, but still. I have these bronzers from Morphe. They're the Glamabronze. Yeah, Glamabronze? Glamabronze. I have 3 shades, but I also have dupes for 2 of the shades for you guys. Dupes in that they are dupes for other high-end bronzers, and when I say these guys, these are dupes, like these are legit dupes. So I will leave the timestamps down below for you guys. We're gonna first go into some comparison swatches, dupe swatches. We'll move then into some bronzer brushes. I'm going to show you guys some options for a more sculpted bronze and a more diffused bronze, and which one of those bronzer brushes are my absolute faves, or #1 fave, I should say. And then we're going to go into application, and then finally at the end will be my final thoughts and conclusions. So I will put the stamps in the box. If I don't, can y'all just remind me? Because sometimes I forget. Okay? My bad, but yeah. All right, before you go ahead and subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, subscribe down below. Okay, let's move on. I'm obviously not wearing the bronzers because I didn't want to, like, you know, sneak peek it. Y'all have to watch the video to find out what's going on. Okay guys, I will see you on the other side. Grab some popcorn, relax, and enjoy. I'll see you soon. Oh, you guys are up and close and personal. Okay, let's swatch the original first. So this one is Phenom. Next shade in the line of bronzers or glam bronze from Morphe is the shade Leader. If I hold it up next to Phenom, you can see there's already kind of some differences. So this one seems to be a tad, definitely a tad more deeper and a little bit more red, and it hasn't got that printed pattern on this one like this one does. Let me swatch it. These actually feel a bit softer. I'm not sure. So yes, just a touch darker and warmer and richer. The one after Leader is Supreme. Ooh, it's getting deeper. So this is Leader next to Supreme, and this is Supreme next to Phenom. Ooh, okay. So you've got Phenom, Leader, and Supreme. So it's just that touch bit darker, It's actually more, I thought it was a little bit more redder, but no, this one's still pulling warmer than this one. This one's got more like burgundy undertones or purple undertones. This one's got more red undertones. I'm not sure if it's coming up in the monitor, but that's what I'm seeing with my naked eye. And the last one is Prodigy. And Prodigy looks like so. I'm gonna hold up Prodigy next to Supreme. And Prodigy next to Leader. See the difference there? And lastly, Prodigy next to Phenom. So significantly darker. And I'm going to, ooh, that's dark. That's really, really dark. So we've got Phenom, Leader, Supreme, and Prodigy. I'm trying to think how I'm going to demo all of these on my face because I only have one face. So what I'm going to do, actually before we even like move on to that, let me just real quick swatch some other bronzers on my hand for you guys that I'm currently rotating. So this is the NARS matte bronzer in the shade Felice. Felice. Let's swatch NARS. Fenty Mocha Mummy is probably the closest to Supreme. It's definitely giving me Fenty Beauty vibes, and I reckon this is probably a dupe. I'm gonna swatch these side by side. So that's Fenty, and this one is Supreme. So very, very close, you guys. Fenty's still pulling off a bit more warmer and red. Supreme is coming off a bit more, like I said earlier, like burgundy purple undertones. But that is a really, really close dupe. I reckon that it's gonna look very, very similar on the cheek. I'll just pop Fenty next to the others so you can see. Becca Maui Nights. Wrong finger. So Becca clearly is the only non-matte in that lot. This is Hula Toasted. Ooh, Hula Toasted is on par with Prodigy. On this side again, we're gonna go Prodigy and Hula Toasted. It's very similar. So Prodigy and Hula Toasted. The last one I'm going to compare is the CoverGirl Full Spectrum Sculpt Bronzer, and it looks like this. This one's got a bit of shimmer particles in it. Okay, so here are all the shades. I don't know if you can see that. We've got Morphe Phenom, Morphe Leader, Morphe Supreme, Morphe Prodigy, NARS Felice, Fenty Beauty Mocha Mummy, Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Maui Nights, Benefit Hula Toasted, and CoverGirl Full Spectrum in Ebony. So, and some direct dupes. We've got Mocha Mummy by Fenty Beauty and Supreme. So that's Morphe, Prodigy, and Hula Toasted. Okay, so you guys would have just seen the comparisons and the dupes. Before we go into testing these out, I actually want to quickly talk to you guys about brushes, bronzer brushes, and how I use them to bronze my face. So in my opinion, there are two types of bronzing that I like to do. I don't know about all y'all, but there's two types of bronzing that I like to do. I like to do a more sculpted, kind of concentrated in color bronze, and that entails basically using a particular type of brush shape. The other type of bronzing is a more diffuse, soft, kind of sun-kissed natural bronze. And once again, that's also going to depend on the brush shape as well. So moving forward, we're going to go into my favorite way, which is to sculpt with bronzer. I have 3 brushes that I like to use that can sculpt my face with bronzer due to its shape, as I mentioned earlier. I'm going to show you the first brush, which is the Morphe E58. So the Morphe E58 is actually a sculpting brush. It is made to use with contour. The way that the bristles angle and hug the cheeks is why I like to use it for bronzer when I'm trying to sculpt. It's basically going to deposit a lot of the product on the actual hollow of the cheek, and then the top part of the brush is going to diffuse and blend. It's a really, really nice brush if you're wanting to get impact straight away. Because it's so densely packed, it will pick up product very easily. So make sure you tap off the excess as much as possible if you're using this brush. But yes, I really love it for bronzing, like with a sculpted, more like dimensional type of look that I'm going for, really structured. I even like it to do it on my nose. I basically flip it on its head and I go in just here on this side to bronze my nose, because I only use bronzer on my nose. I don't contour my nose, if that makes any sense. But yeah, this brush is excellent. It's inexpensive. It costs 21 Australian dollars. It's available at au.morphe.com if you're in Australia. Otherwise, in the US, any Morphe store will have this, retailer, that kind of thing. So this is the one I use the most often out of the 3 that I'm showing you, so I'm showing it to you first. The next brush is the Real Techniques Blush Brush. Now this brush retails for $24.99 AUD. It's available at Priceline, Terry White Chemist, iHerb.com, lots of places here in Australia. Now the reason I like this brush is because, one, it's tapered, so I'm able to target where I place the bronzer, but because it's so soft, like look how soft it is, it actually diffuses at the same time. So I always get an even polished application with this brush, and it's so inexpensive, and it's literally so versatile. I know it's supposed to be a blush brush, but I find that it's too big for my blush area. I love it for bronzer, and especially if I wanted to get like a sculpted bronze look. The last brush I'm going to show you guys, I'll talk about to you guys, is the Fenty Beauty 195 Sculpt Bronzer Brush. So this brush is very different from the rest. One being that it's got a pinched ferrule, and I like this because, as the name of the brush implies, it's for sculpting with bronzer. Because it's so thin, it really does get into that hollow where you want to sculpt with, you know, the area that you normally would put contour down. you're putting bronzer in that area, kinda, but maybe just a little bit higher. That's basically where I bronze for a sculpted look. I love this because it's gonna give me very, very targeted bronze. Sometimes I will go in with this one first and lay down the product. Then I will take my Real Techniques or the Morphe E58 and like buff and blend. So it's really good at placing down product where you want. It will blend product as well, but because it's so targeted, it's gonna take you a longer time to diffuse it. So just be mindful with this brush. This brush retails for 50 Australian dollars and it's available at Sephora if you're in Australia, and same thing if you're in the US. I think Sephora is the exclusive retailer for Fenty, or obviously the Fenty beauty website. So yeah, there's that one. All right, let's move on to the brushes that I like to use to get a more diffused, sun-kissed bronze that's just kind of airy and light and, you know, just a wash of color. So there's 3 brushes that I like to use. The first one I'm going to talk about is the most inexpensive, and this one is the Nude by Nature No. 5 Finishing Powder Brush. This brush was suggested to me by one of my subscribers, and I used it and I fell in love like straight away. It's got such a wide surface area, but because it's tapered, you're actually really allowed, like you're able to get a really soft, oh, it is super soft. You're able to get a really soft diffused bronze, but at the same time, you can kind of target it in some areas if you want to. Not as much or as successfully as some of the other brushes that I've just spoken about and the ones that are coming, but it does give you like a soft wash of color. It doesn't pick up too much product. Once again, it is a finishing brush, so it is quite airy. It's not as dense, so you will be able to pick up a light amount of bronzer with this one. So the next brush I'm going to talk to you guys about is the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Airbrush Powder and Bronzer Brush No. 1. You guys would have seen this multiple times on my channel in my previous bronzer reviews. This is probably one of the brushes that keeps reoccurring because it is so dang good. It is, however, quite expensive. This is 68 Australian dollars and it's available at Sephora or beautylish.com. Yeah, I think that's the only other It Cosmetics retailer in Australia. So this brush is super soft. It's more densely packed than the Nude by Nature. So you will get more pickup of product with this one, but because it's so soft and the way that it's splayed out and the surface area that you've got there, once again, it's going to give you a very diffused bronzer look, like a wash of color. This brush picks up troublesome formulas better than the Nude by Nature one. The ones I'm thinking about is the NARS. This one is a baked gelée type formula. It's really hard to pick up off the pan. This brush picks it up beautifully. I don't know what hairs these brushes have, but this one's a good one to start off if you're struggling with what you're doing with bronzer, you're not sure where to put it. This will put it in the spots that it needs to, and at the same time it will diffuse the bronze. It will be like a soft wash of color. Yes. And okay, last brush, and if you've watched any of my bronzer review videos, you know exactly what's coming here because this is my favorite brush. It is always dirty because I'm always using it. This is the Marc Jacobs The Bronze. As you can see, this brush is so yummy. I love it. Unfortunately, it's 105 Australian dollars. It's available at Sephora, sephora.com.au, and I love it. It's so good. Okay, the reason why I like this brush is because I can get both a sculpted and diffused bronze in one. The reason I can do so is, one, it's got a very domed brush head, like the way the hairs collect is very, very domed. So if I put product just on the top here, I'm able to really get in there and concentrate it in one area. Because the bristles are in between being quite firm and quite soft, it's firm enough for me to get a sculpted look, but it's soft enough for me to get a really like big surface area for a more diffused bronze. So this brush is very, very versatile. It's got the amazing balance of firmness and softness to achieve both types of bronzer looks, sculpted and diffused, which is why I love it so much, and which is why I use it the most out of all these brushes. Unfortunately, it is the most expensive, but you know, some brushes you make an investment in because you know it's going to work for you and it's going to do the job that you want it to do, and it's multitasking and versatile. You know your girl loves a versatile queen, okay? It's all about versatility, all right? So this brush is on the top of my list because it is my absolute fave. Like I said earlier, it does everything. Everything. All day, every day, everything. It's amazing. Amazing. So get your hands on one of these if you can. There's the brushes. We're going to move on to application. So I'm going to zoom you guys in forward, and we are going to get into this face and demo these bronzers on my skin. Finally. Okay, all right, you guys are so close. My goodness. Seriously, what do we think about this eye look? I'm really not feeling it. Wish I had a different eye look, but it's fine. You know, something like pink and purple, but no, I'm tangenting. Let's do this. Let's get these bronzers on my face for reals. But real quick. So these bronzers, big bold bronze, we're bringing the stun to you. This large and in charge palette delivers a beautiful bronze to keep the sultry vibes going strong. Okay, Morphe, I see you, girl. I don't really have shade descriptions. I don't think there were shade descriptions on the website. I don't remember seeing any anywhere. So guys, I'm just gonna refer you to my review for this bronzer for one, and then the chopping block declutter video, because then you can see Phenom in action in those videos. I hope you guys can see everything. It's pretty close. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever been this close to my face before. Well, you know, when a new bronzer's up in here, you guys have to be close. Okay, we're gonna start off with the lighter shade, and that is Leader. It looks a little something like this. And I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques brush, blush brush. So I'm gonna do more targeted bronzing with one of the deeper shade, but for now we're gonna try this one out. I'm really super excited to see how this goes. So this is only a shade up from Phenom. I'm gonna leave my forehead for one of the shades, but is that not stunning? Oh, look at that. That is stunning. This is what Phenom should have been. Like, Phenom should have been this, because I feel like it's kind of in between a subtle bronze but not quite enough to be like a full-on like boom, chiseled, angles, edges, you know what I mean? But oh, she's cute. I really like this. Oh yes, Ollie's bronzer game is back in it. Eject it. I am back. Your bronzer queen of the world is back. Okay, I need to relax, but seriously, that is amazing. I really like that. I could just keep going, but I'm not going to because, you know, guts to, you know, move on to the next one. Okay. Let's move this brush out and let's go into the Nude by Nature finishing powder brush. We're gonna go into the next shade up, and that is Supreme. So here's Supreme. She's yummy. And so this is the one that looks really close to Fenty. Yeah, Fenty Beauty. Stop it. You guys. Is that not everything? Is that just not like life right now? Like that's just, it's such a beautiful color. It is such a beautiful color. Like it's so rich. I'll just compare it to this side, which is a little bit more subdued. This side is, I feel, a lot more impactful. This side is more sculpted. This side is not. But I live for both. Like, oh, that's so pretty. I really like that. I really like that a lot. So that, my friends, was Supreme. Oh, she did that. Yes, she did. We're gonna go into the Morphe E58 brush, and we're going to go into the last shade, and that is Prodigy. So this is the one that I feel is a dupe for Benefit Hoola Toasted. Yes. All right, we're gonna do this on my forehead and like my temples and stuff. And we're just going to go ahead. I can basically use all three. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. I don't know if you guys understand this, but like, what in the heck? I've only got a little forehead, so I can't come too far down. I'm gonna go into the Fenty Beauty, the Bronze Sculpt 195 brush. I'm gonna go into Prodigy, taking it just on the very tip there. I'm going to concentrate this just here, and I'm gonna show you how I sculpt to bronze. So I'm going in the spot that's just above the shadow, like it's just a little bit above that, and I'm concentrating the color the most right at the top of the temple, just like that. I'm also going to hit my jawline. And because that shade is too deep for my nose, I'm gonna go into the lightest shade, which was Leader. Taking the Morphe E58, I'm going to show you guys how I contour bronze my nose. So I only go in from this edge here, tap off the excess, and so that one's probably a little bit, still a little bit too dark for my nose, maybe? And that's my nose done. It's only light. I just thought I'd show y'all while we're here some of the use of these brushes. So the 4 brushes that I used, and this is my face bronze to the gods. Okay, I'm gonna quickly put on my blush, highlight, fix up my lipstick. Why didn't you tell me this whole time that my lipstick was busted? So rude. Okay, I'm gonna fix this off camera, blush and all that jazz, and we'll be back for my final thoughts. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Okay, final thoughts. I'm going to be quick because this video I feel is going to be a little bit longer than my usual bronzer review videos, but we are reviewing 3 bronzers. Anyway, my point is I love them. Yes! Giving me all the feels. Listen, the Morphe, just when Morphe, you know, come up with their shady-ish, I feel like they release a product and you're like, ooh, I kind of need that. So I am glad that I got these. I wasn't going to buy them because of the situation with Morphe and them being quite shady with, you know, ingredients and whatnot, but I myself am not vegan and I'm not cruelty free, so it didn't really affect me in all that much, but I can empathize with everybody else that it may have affected. That's my disclaimer on Morphe and whatnot. But these bronzers, you guys, are bomb. They are so good, so soft, so finely milled. They deposit and leave color on the cheeks and on the face beautifully. Did you guys see any of this skip? Did not skip, did not go patchy, didn't cling to certain areas, went on so smooth. I love the formula. Now, the shades are amazing. So obviously Phenom from the previous release, where are you, girl? Oh, on your lonesome, is not, it's doable, like it will show up, but your girl's probably gonna have to declutter this one, because these 3 shades, I can use every single shade in this palette and it works. It works. None of them are too dark, none of them are too light. I don't even know what to do with myself. It's just amazing. So the lightest shade in this bunch is Leader. I'm not sure what I could dupe this with. I don't have a dupe for this yet. Well, I don't know what this can dupe yet, but I will continue to go through my collection and see what I can find. If I do find any more further dupes, I will pop it up in my community tab for you guys. So make sure you're checking out my community tab because I love... Did I even speak English? Make sure you check out my community tab because I love posting on there and interacting with y'all. You guys, I asked you which bronzers you want me to do first and you guys picked the Glamabronze. So there's that. Right, so this color, beautiful, subtle, sculpted, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love, love, love. The next shade up is Supreme, and definitely without doubt in my mind, this is a dupe for Fenty Beauty's Mocha Mummy. It's got the same red undertones, it's got the same warmth. I will compare these two side by side for y'all if you want, because I do have a dupes video that I want to do. I have found some dupes here and there over the years. So if you want to see a dupes video, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, so if you are on the fence about getting the Fenty one or it's a little bit too kind of pricey for you, check this one out. The formula is beautiful. I live. And then the last but not least is Prodigy. This one is probably, no, my favorite is probably going to have to be Supreme. But this one is close second, very close second. The purple undertones, I've got this one just tucked into my contour area here. This shade is absolutely gorgeous. There's a reason why Hoola Benefit Hoola Toasted. Wow, my night shift brain. I can't even like think straight right now. There's a reason why I love that color, but I actually like this formula better, even though the colors are exactly the same. This dupes the Hoola Toasted. This formula, in my opinion, is superior to the Hoola Toasted like formula. I like this one better. You guys will see this crop up in my videos more often. I love it. Love the size. Love. I didn't get the bronzer brushes. I was considering getting the body bronzer brush, but how am I gonna store it? Like, it's a stubby little kabuki. No, I need a handle. I need it to stand up with all my other brushes. Put it on a long handle and then we can talk, Morphe. Okay? My people can talk to your people. I need to go to sleep because I am not myself. Okay, so having said all of that, I cannot recommend these enough. If you are iffy about purchasing from Morphe, I completely understand. It's completely up to you. I don't push cancel culture on anybody. Everybody's different. How you feel is how you feel. But if purchasing from Morphe is not a problem for you, then these bronzers, girl, you will be living, okay? Living. Who is she? Living. I'm telling you, did you not see the demos? Did you not see the demos? Amazing. Yes, the bronzer queen is back. I am back to reclaim my crown. Not that I lost it in the first place, but if I did, I'm reclaiming it. I can't think properly right now. I need to go to sleep. Okay guys, I love you all. I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.